Does every property you look at today feel expensive? You open a new launch brochure and you see $2,800 per square foot. You check resale listings and realize prices are up 30%, 40%, and some even 60% since 2020. And suddenly you start wondering, is there even such a thing as undervalued property anymore? What if I'm too late? What if I'm just the last buyer entering? Now, if you have been in the market trying to find that perfect property investment in 2026, you'll probably notice it feels much harder than before. Not because there are no projects, but because everything looks expensive. So why is it so hard to find undervalued properties today? Hi guys, I'm Gaynor and I help you understand why some properties grow while others struggle, so that you know what signs to look out for before your next move. Now, in today's market, you're either looking at a new launch or resale. And if you look at the new launch category, you will notice something very clear. Land sales are hitting record prices, and eventually that translates into record PSF. And it's becoming normal to see $2,800 to $3,000 per square foot. Even the upcoming new launch in the OCR region, like Hougang Central, where the land was sold at $1,179 per square foot per plot ratio, is expected to launch around $2,690 per square foot. So if you are judging purely by PSF, it already feels expensive. Now, let's look at the resale. And if you think resale is cheaper, you might be surprised as well. From 2020 to 2025, resale prices have gone up to about 30% to 50%, some even as high as 60%. Take for example a 3-bedroom in Punggol in the OCR region once cost around 1.2 million for the size of 1,098 square feet. Today, it's about 1.8 million to 1.9 million. So again, everything feels expensive. So the question is, why is it so hard to find undervalued properties today? Personally, I don't think the real problem is the market. But I do think that the problem is that most of us are still using an old mindset to judge a new market. Every time I speak to a property investor, the first thing they compare is PSF. And whenever we determine whether something is good or not, we commonly use PSF as the main indicator. Now, it's not entirely wrong to use PSF, but I think it's incomplete. Because currently, the only properties with very cheap PSF are usually very old leasehold resale developments. So the question becomes, will you buy those? And more importantly, are you rejecting properties simply because the PSF feels high? Personally, I think while still understanding PSF, we should welcome a new mindset. And to me, it's judging based on overall price quantum, plus other contributing factors as a more holistic gauge. Now let me just give you an example. Take Amor Residences in Ang Mo Kio. When it was launched in 2022, it was launched at an average price of about $2,114 per square foot. And if you compare this with the surrounding properties in Ang Mo Kio, it was a huge PSF difference. Take for example Grandeur 8 that was selling at around $1,274 per square foot, had about $840 PSF difference. Central Residences was selling around $1,633 per square foot. That's about $481 per square foot difference. The Panorama was selling around $1,759 per square foot, and that's about $355 per square foot difference. So back then, many people felt it was expensive. And honestly, if you only look at PSF, it really did look expensive. But if you look at the overall price quantum, it tells you a different story. For example, the smaller 3-bedroom units in Amor Residences were selling between 1.8 million to 2 million. And during the same period, the Panorama had resale 3-bedroom transactions between 1.8 million to 2 million as well. So in terms of overall price quantum, the gap was actually quite similar. On top of that, Ang Mo Kio has relatively low new condo supply, which becomes a plus point. So buyers who evaluated it from this broader perspective made a different decision. And today, some of them are sitting on profits of about $400,000 in just 4 years. So why am I sharing this with you guys? Because moving forward, it will be tough to find investments that look cheap just based on PSF alone, and those opportunities are rare. But that doesn't mean opportunities are gone. It just means the way we evaluate has to evolve. It's like today there's a group of people who adopt AI tools like ChatGPT in their daily lives, and there's another group who refuse to accept its existence. At the end, there's no absolute right or wrong. But what we need to realize is that the environment keeps changing. And if we keep using the old way to judge property in the new market, everything will continue to feel expensive. So maybe the real question is not whether undervalued property still exists. Maybe the real question is this: are you still using the old mindset to judge today's market? Once again, Gaynor here, where I help you understand why some properties grow while others struggle, so that you know what signs to look out for before your next move. See you in the next video.